They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Delaware Blue Hens, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Blue Hens will put total leather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll try the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Scanning the field, it's Carr. That's reeled in, it's Williams. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that offensive line gave that quarterback all day to throw the football. That QB could have checked his social media, balanced his investment portfolio, and booked dinner. That's an example of 5 guys up front acting as one. Tremendous job in pass play.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
From the gun on third down. Works the middle of the field. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Working the middle, it's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Now on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys, to use their...
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Dropping back, it's Bullock. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the Blue Hens line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Irish.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Bullock. Got it in the middle, it's Kelly.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Blue Hens with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Tyree. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Running to the left. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the second quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Ooh, I don't know, guys. Did he hear footsteps running over the middle of the field where all those defenders are lurking? I think that might have got in his head. That might have been a reason why he dropped it.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. Looking to throw, it's Bullock. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Wilson. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
That's a first down for the offense.
And the Blue Hens are on the move. Caught behind the line. It's Kelly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
That's caught. It's Kelly.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Going up top again. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. Turning it on. Inside the 50. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Excellent pass by the back on the option. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. SMU came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Dallas had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
To throw, it's Lowry. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Blue Hens will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll mark it down at the 30. Crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. The give to the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Well, it's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Eric Parsegian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Williams. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Gave the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
A strike downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air. It's Lowry. Makes the grab. It's Wilson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Got the quick completion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Lowry. Makes the catch. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. There he goes. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards too. Nice execution by this offense.
Quick completion on the out route. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Blue Hens with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
And the Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Tyree. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Runs through a tackle. With a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Lowry. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Back to pass on second down. Finds his big tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Past the first down marker and still running. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Might be changing the route. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll try the toss to the left. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Irish.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Virginia is running away with this one right now, and you just know Cav Man is loving this offense today. They're up 14 over Cal. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield, it's Lowry. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Keep it on the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27.
Now, a 4th down.
They'll send out the kicker here. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Lowry. Spits it out to the back. Complete. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
Tackle is made.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Quarterback running on the draw.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. The throw. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Third down play from the gun. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Fires to the big fella. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late running the ball on 3rd.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Give to the running back. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. The give and tick, 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 tick. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jackson gonna throw it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29. Here come the Irish back on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Let's go! They'll try the right side. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? With the run on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 50.
ready. Set.